All right, you know that feeling when you get a brand new video game and you're excited to hop on and you finally get on and it's not going the way you thought. You're getting absolutely dog walked. You don't understand the rules of the game. You don't understand the purpose of the game. And you end up at the bottom of the leaderboard and you're like, damn, maybe this game isn't for me. But you give it a couple more games and you're like, okay, I'm kind of understanding the purpose. I kind of understand and starting to see the strategic maneuvers needed to, get an upper hand in the game. Now you're not at the bottom of the leaderboard anymore. You're like in the middle. You're like, okay, this is kind of cool. And you keep playing a little bit more, and all of a sudden you start dominating. You're seeing plays from a mile away. You're expecting the unexpected, and now you're at the top of the leaderboard. You're dog walking everybody else. You were the dog walk, and now you're dog walking everybody else. You that dude for real. You that girl for real. You're them for real. But the only reason why you got there is because you acknowledged and accepted that you are a beginner, and you had to sit with that beginner energy. And instead of shying away and quitting, you decided to stick through.
Can we please go to VWRLD?
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Hi, my name is LV. I'm a musician, an artist, a wizard of many trades. And now I'm officially a YouTube beginner. Ew. But what does it mean to truly be a beginner? Think of your favorite musician. Think of your favorite artist. Think of your favorite fashion designer. Think of all the things that they've created that have called out to you and made you become a fan of them, made you want to understand them, made you want to follow their journey. Each one of those artists didn't just wake up one day and just started making absolute masterpieces. They had to sit with the energy of being a beginner and being okay with learning. Now, if you are a Virgo like me, you have a hard time dealing with perfectionism. To have everything be structured and perfect and exactly how you expected it. But I've come to find out that that can really hinder the embracing of being a beginner. Sometimes you want to bypass the learning and just execute it properly because you feel like you already have the knowledge within you. And in a case you do, but you have to sharpen your skills. But in order to get anywhere, you have to be okay with being a beginner. I've been posting on TikTok and Instagram for the last 9 months, and I've gained a very small but very loving community on there, and I'm truly grateful for them. But I can only do so much in the span of 1 and 2 minute videos. I wanted to make that jump back to longer form content. So I've made a few videos. I've actually recorded some material, but I couldn't progress with it because it wasn't where I wanted it to be. I wanted this video back to be this absolute grandiose and perfect video. I wanted to, express all of this and have the viewer feel this way. And I was putting so much pressure and perfectionism on it already before accepting that I'm a beginner at this shit. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just winging it at this point. I would put off on it for so long. It would become, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it next month, to the point where it's years down the line and I still haven't done it because of that fear of perfectionism, the fear of being a beginner, accepting the fact that I'm not good at something. But once you really accept that you aren't good at something, that just leaves so much room for you to learn to the point where you can become good at it. Okay? Stop looking at it as, oh, I'm not good at it now, so I'll never be good at it. No, you're not good at it now, so you have so many other things to learn in order to progress. Okay? The thing about being a beginner, you have to seek progression, not perfection. Progression. Perfection hinders. Perfection stops you from taking that first step of being a beginner and learning whatever field you're going into. But progression, on the other hand, is when you start to hit certain milestones, and these milestones start to build up to the where you can see where you were at the beginning and be like, damn, I've come a long way. There's a step before even becoming a beginner that you have to take, and that is choosing a path, choosing what skill you would like to learn. Whether you want to make a business, whether you want to make movies, make music, get into fashion design, photography, rock climbing, anything, you have to make a choice. You have to choose the path you want to take. After you choose that path, then you start making small steps in order to get to the beginner phase. I like to call this like the research phase. You're researching different topics on, a trade you want to get into. If you're making music or DJing, you're learning about the power of different music genres, hi-hats, 808s, melody. If you're getting into fashion, you're learning about different fabrics, different proportions, stitching, and stuff like that. This stage is very important, but it's not the most important, okay? Don't get stuck in this phase. That is something that I found myself stuck in various different trades. For example, I've been wanting to start YouTube, and I I was in the research phase of
what time should I post on YouTube? What day should I post? What thumbnails do the best? What kind of content is the most engaging?
and I would find myself stuck in this researching phase to the point where it gave me analysis paralysis. I was gaining so much information and I wasn't doing anything with it, which literally does nothing for you. It literally doesn't help you progress at all. It keeps you stagnant. It makes you feel like you're doing a bunch of progression in that field when you're really just standing still, not doing anything. Really important to, do your research in a specific topic, but it's even most important to stop researching and then step into that beginner energy and start doing, accepting that you are going on a journey and you are very new, don't know what's going on, but you're here to learn and progress. Plain and simple, plain and simple, plain and simple. Don't overcomplicate it, don't overcomplicate it. Now you fully stepped in that beginner energy. You're like, okay, I'm ready. You get knocked down. You're like, oh, it's like that. You get back up. I'm ready. Get knocked down again. You get back up. Okay, you keep going. Okay, it's not going to be easy. I don't want to make this video seem like this is going to be easy, because it's not. Being a beginner, learning a new trade is not easy. It's very hard. And I think it's mostly hard mentally. But I think a way to ease that tension is to make sure that you're having fun. This is supposed to be a fun experience for you. You're supposed to be having fun learning this skill. As cliche as it sounds, it's not the destination, it's the journey and the fun you had along the way. So that when you get to the ending, you have a story to tell. You have a story to tell with your art, with your music, with your fashion, with your movies. It's not just getting to the end result and being like, hey, I did it. It's condensing the experience of getting to that point and using what you've learned to make magic, to weave your story, whichever craft you do. If you're doing fashion, your fashion should speak to where you came from, who you are, what you believe, the journey it took you to get to where you are. Each piece should convey that. Don't let the end result be what defines success to you. You've acknowledged and accepted that you are a beginner. You embraced it. You kept it going. You kept learning. You kept seeking progression. That in itself is a success. Success doesn't come from outside validation. Success doesn't come from, oh, I finally did it. No. You already been done it when you made the decision to learn this new skill, to have fun, to progress, to be a beginner, to accept that beginner energy, that newborn energy, that childlike wonder. But anyways, that's where I'm going to end the video. Hopefully this helps. I'm excited to get back into the rhythm of making YouTube videos again. I'm definitely going to try and be more consistent and, just have fun with the shit. I'm a beginner, okay? At the end of the day, I'm a beginner, okay? I'm gonna fuck up here and there, but, for the most part, be here, baby, be here. But I want you to remember that your favorite artist, your favorite musician, your favorite fashion designer once answered a call. And the reason why you were drawn to them is because you wanted to be a part of their journey. And you're at the, the stage in their journey where they made it. But once upon a time, they were also a beginner. And it's very important to realize when you are yourself a beginner. I love you. Stay in there.